Morning, everyone. So today we're talking about the new technology that was used on board the ships, those fancy caravels. Now, we weren't using technology like we understand technology to be now, like GPS. The technology that we're talking about during the voyages of exploration in the 16th century are very, very different. So we're going to be talking about these pieces of technology here. So we have the leaden line, the quadrant, the login line, the compass, and the astrolabe. So I'm just going to match their purpose. So the leaden line is this one here. Okay, that's what it looks like. And it was used to measure depth. Okay, so how deep the ocean was. And the leaden line was a long piece of rope, and it had a metal or lead piece at the end, and that would sink to the bottom. So that would give the sailors an estimate of how deep the ocean around them was. Okay, the next one we're going to look at is this one up here. This is the compass. Okay, so some of you will be familiar with what a compass is, and it is used to measure distance or direction. The next one here that we have is the quadrant. Okay, this one here. Okay, and the quadrant was used to measure latitude. The login line is this one here. Okay, the login line was used to measure speed. And basically there was a piece of wood attached to the end of a long piece of rope. On the piece of rope, there were knots that were an equal distance apart, and the sailors would throw that overboard and they would measure the speed that way. And that's why we talk about speed on ships in a rate of knots. That's where that comes from. Okay, so the final piece of technology we're going to talk about is this one here. It's the quadrant, or it's the astrolabe, the astrolabe. And it was used to measure longitude. Okay, so these are our pieces of technology that are on board the caravel. The compass to measure distance or direction, the quadrant to measure latitude, the astrolabe to measure longitude, the login line to measure speed, and the leaden line to measure depth.